on JTV. We're at Campbell's Nursery in Lincoln, Nebraska. You may remember one of my blogs talking about my friend Chrissy Campbell, who was the Retailer of the Year for Green Profit magazine. This is a retail establishment that sells beautiful flowers and plants for people's gardens as well as Christmas gifts. And I come here every year to create a Christmas seminar for them. We do 3 of them over a period of a couple days, and people come from all over to see the great new things that they have available for Christmas. So, welcome to my home state, Nebraska, and the wonderful event at Campbell's Nursery. So today, we're at Campbell's Nursery in Lincoln. Say hello, Lincoln. Hello. Lincoln, the home of the Cornhuskers, go Big Red, and my home state. So that's so nice. So today we are going to make a green centerpiece for JTV. And so I wanted to give you a few ideas of some of the things that you can put together with that. Now, you know, a lot of times we might have a wreath frame. That is an old wreath that we've had, we've used for a lot of times, we've maybe thrown it in the garage, want to get it back out. But this is a great way for us to reuse this. And we can spark this up and spice it up by adding a few things with that. So I have a regular wreath frame today, and that's one that we've had. Maybe you dug it out of the basement, dug it out of the closet. And we're going to add some permanent botanicals directly to that. Because a great way to give this wreath more texture is by using some of the great stems that they have here at Campbell's. So we're going to take this one, we're going to bend that, kind of give it a little natural flair, and we're going to take it and lay it directly into the wreath and tie 2 of those spindles around it, just like bread twisties, to keep it in place. We're going to tie it in 2 spaces together. And what that starts to do, because this one has little pine cones, it has another little greenery coloration on it, it starts to add texture to that. And it makes it look so great. We're going to do that with 3 stems. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to form each of these, drop those down inside here, and we can do this for a wreath that hangs on the wall. We can use it as one that's going to wrap around a vase itself or a hurricane lamp. We can do it with one that we can, a collection of them we can send down the table. The other thing that you're going to notice too is that I'm going to take these and I'm not going to run all of them in the same direction. These 2 I've ran towards one another so that that gives me a little bit more interest as well. And so then we'll tie this one in 2. So we've got 3 of those. And I like to work with 3s. I like to work with 5s. It's okay to use 4. It's okay to just use 2 if you want to. You'll also notice I'm going to let that come out a little bit too. I'm not keeping it all inside here because I want to give it a little bit more of a wild look too. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is add this great branch of pine cones. Now, this great branch of pine cones is such a wonderful value because it has these 2 stems that come on it as well. Now, I've cut those off, and notice how pretty this is all the way down. It's got that great platinum color. And we're just going to wind this and bend it. And we're going to tie that in to our wreath in one spot. And we're going to let those pine cones hang out. We're going to let that stem on one side stretch out a little bit more. We're going to give it a nice natural little bend like that so that it starts to look like that. So we're updating this wreath that was very ordinary and just laying, you know, in the closet feeling unloved at Christmas time. We're going to make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more happy. And at the same time, we're going to be green because we're recycling it and reusing it. So now we have something that looks like that. Now, I fell in love with these sticks because they're beautiful and those leaves loop out so nicely. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to bend it a little bit. You'll notice that I've got a space right here. That's going to be the perfect spot to add this. We'll layer that over the top and tie that baby into place. And then shape these so that it looks like that. Now, I want to use this on a table, and we're going to create a tablescape that's going to run the length of a table. So we can put this on a buffet. We can put it on a dining room table. And so I grabbed 2 more of these. And this is a great thing to do, too, is to take 2 more of these stems, bend them into a nice curve, and those can extend out and create more space and volume on our table. So we'll curve him and bring him there. So now we've extended that down our table a little bit further. The next thing that we're going to do is add a hurricane chimney, like this. And this is a wonderful recycled glass hurricane chimney. I love these. And we've got a Campbell that fits down inside there. Now our ribbon accents. 3 yards of ribbon. We're going to use this wonderful green and brown first, and we're just going to tuck that in, again, shaping that around. We've got this one. This is a cross weave. I love this one because when you look at it one way it's green, when you look at it the other way it's gold. And we'll slip that in there. And then this one brings it all together. Look at that great plaid. Because that plaid starts to bring all of these colors together. And so I'm just going to start there. Now you're going to notice that with this wreath too, I've added ribbon on just part of the side. And then over here I'm kind of letting that wonderful leaf branch that we add form a line that continues and extends out further. So now we can augment this with a couple other things. I loved these great, another one, that angel vine, Topiary, looks great. And look at that great shurick pot. In that lime green color makes all our other colors bubble up and get a little more exciting. And then look at this one. Now this was my favorite last year. I had to have one of these. I love the lime green color, but the great part about this one, it's called a lemon cypress. And so I'm rubbing it because then it smells like lemons. So that's so wonderful. And we'll use him right up there. And these are so, I mean, I have one right by in my kitchen sink. I love that. It's right by my kitchen sink. So I look at it every day. I love it. It makes me happy. Plus I can give it a little shot of water every once in a while. Perfect spot for it. Now they also have these wonderful snowmen. These are handmade in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. And so, I'm sorry, Minnesota. And they have different kinds every year. And I thought they were so great. Look at, got this little lemon cypress. He's all ready to go. So 2 of those grouped together there is a great thing. So that's like a little collectible that we bring out. So then I thought, now what else do we have available around the house that can go with this? And I thought about garden statuary, because so many of us have garden statuary that's out there that gets covered up by the snow. Let's bring that back inside and use that in ours as well. So this mushroom, great 70s looking mushroom. Now I have a niece who's just 16 years old, and she's like, I love all those mushrooms. They look so cool with the caps on them and everything. She doesn't remember this. So it's all new to her. That's great. And so we can use that mushroom. And as I said, mushrooms are a very popular thing. And then, how about this great little turtle? He likes Christmas too. So he wants to come back in and be part of our little Christmas tablescape as well. Now, if you don't like candles, and you want to do something different, we can take this candle out of here, and maybe you have a few select Christmas ornaments that you really like. And those Christmas ornaments can go down inside this chimney, and we're creating a vase-scape with those. So I've got some wonderful ones, these pearl-colored ones. Look at this great chocolate beaded one. Looks almost like a pine cone. That looks great inside there. I've got one that looks like an acorn. That's fun. I've got a little lone pine cone here. He can go down inside there. That looks good. And look at this one. Isn't that ornament wonderful? Great colors as well, so that can go up inside here. We'll add a little bit of that. And that great pearl color picks up our snowman. So we've gathered that together. Great little artichoke. And then if you have any other ones, those guys can be like scattered on the table as well. So it's a great place for us to utilize those and create something that's green, something that has reused and recycled items, and creates a wonderful presentation for us. So, you like it? Perfect. We had a great time this week at Campbell's, didn't we, Christy?
We did.
That's great. And I'm so proud of you being the Retailer of the Year for Green Profit Magazine and showing all the people here in Nebraska how to celebrate plants to people all the time. So, all right, until next week, keep having fun with flowers.